What's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is the very first video in a brand new series titled SQL Made Simple. I'm Kola Ademola and I'm here to make learning SQL fun, easy and practical for you. Whether you're a complete beginner or you're already a pro and you're just looking to sharpen your skill, this video and this series is just the right one for you. So this very first video, we'll be looking at how we can get set up with PostgreSQL. I'm going to show you how to download Postgres onto your PC and also install it on your system. And then we'll also be looking at how you can also set up the database I'll be using for this series in case you also want to follow along and practice with me. So without wasting so much time, grab a laptop and let's get started. Postgres is one of the most powerful relational database management systems out there. And you know what else is good about it? It's free, it's open source, and it works on any operating system. Plus, it's beginner friendly and very powerful for real world applications. So we are going to be using Postgres throughout this series. And like I said earlier, I'm going to show you how you can download Postgres and also install it onto your PC in case you don't have it. So I have my browser up now, and all I just have to do is go onto my browser and search for PostgreSQL download. And once you search for that, click on the first link that says download PostgreSQL. So once you click on that link, you select your operating system, Windows or Mac OS. So for me, I'm using a Windows PC, so I'm going to select that. And then when you get to this page, you click on download the installer. So I'll click on that as well. And then that should bring you to the actual download page. So you just look out for your operating system. I'm using Windows. I will just grab the latest version of Postgres and then click on this download arrow. Download should start. So let's give it a minute. My download has started, but as you can see, I've already downloaded it before, so I won't be downloading again. So we'll just move straight to the installation. So after you download, go to your downloads folder and then just launch the downloader. So you can right click on it and then open. And if you're asked for administrator privileges, so you click on yes to allow. So you just follow the prompts, you click on next, and then you probably just uncheck stack builder because we won't be needing that. So I'm going to uncheck stack builder. Then I'll click on next. I'll click on next again. I'll click on next again. Next. And then you wait for the installation to start. So I'm getting this prompt because I already have Postgres installed. So I'm still going to cancel the installation at this point. But for you guys, it will most likely ask you to set a password. Set a password and make sure you don't forget the password. So after installing the software, just go onto your Windows search and then search for pgAdmin. And once you see this icon, just go ahead and open it. So just give it some time to load. So after loading, it should bring you to the Postgres welcome window. So once pgAdmin is open, you should see this kind of screen. And then just to confirm everything is good to go, look on the top left corner of your screen where you see servers. So click on that drop down and then you should have just one server here since you're using Postgres for the very first time. So you should have PostgreSQL 17 server here, except maybe probably you downloaded version 16 or version 15. So if you already had Postgres before now, whether it is version 15, 16 or 17, you're still good to follow along with this series. Okay, so after you set up the database and we confirm that everything is working, we are good to go. So next up, we are going to see how we can set up a database. So the database we'll be working with for this series is just a simple electronic gadget store. We have their database, we have their data. So what we'll be doing exactly is to see how we can restore that database so that you can follow along with me. So the very first step is to get the download link. So the link will be provided in the description. So once you click on the link, The link should take you to this Google Drive. And then all you just need to do is download the file. So now you're not downloading individual files. Please take note of that. You're not downloading these files individually. So once you click on the link and you find yourself on this page, just click on the download button here. So once you click on download, the file is going to be downloaded as a compressed file. So go ahead and download the file. So after downloading the file, I'll go back to my Postgres. So now I'm back on my Postgres. So I'm just going to look on the top left corner of my screen under servers. I'm going to click on the drop down for PostgreSQL 17. And then what I'm looking for is databases. So I'm going to click on the drop down for databases as well. Now for you guys, if you're using Postgres for the very first time, you should have just one database, which is supposed to be the Postgres default database. So except you've been using Postgres before now for practice and work and all that, then that's fine. But if you're using Postgres and you're installing Postgres for the very first time, you would have just this one database, the Postgres default database. So what we want to do, we want to create our own database. So what you're going to do, you right click on databases, and then you go to create, follow the drop down, and then select database. So once you click on that, it brings up this dialog box. Give your database a name. We are just going to call this, let's say, gadget store. Go ahead and save. Now once you click on save, that database is automatically expanded. As you can see, I now have a new database here called gadget store. So also another thing to be mindful of, the Postgres database would probably be expanded as well. Just go ahead and close the drop down for the Postgres database if it is expanded, so you don't get confused, so we can focus on the database we just created. So the database we just created now is here, the gadget store database. And then what we want to do is restore this database using the file you just downloaded right now. So you right click on this database we just created, and then you go to restore. So once you click on restore, you should bring up the restore dialog box. So make sure the format is on custom or TAR. So set the format to custom or TAR, and then on the file name section, make sure to click on this folder icon. So that should take you to your Windows Explorer, and then navigate to your downloads folder. Navigate to your downloads folder. So when you get to your downloads folder, you may not see the file you downloaded online because it is filtering for this backup file. So what you want to do, change the option here from backup file, change it to all files. So change it from backup file to all files, and then you should be able to see the file you just downloaded. So go ahead and select the file and then click on open. So once you click on open, go ahead and restore. So once you click on restore, you should see this prompt, process started, and then the restore process completed. So with that, you've successfully restored the database and you're good to go. Just to confirm everything is in place and everything is just the way it should be, you can still go under that database we just created, look out for schemas. So click on the drop down for schemas, scroll down, look out for tables, also click on the drop down for tables, and then just confirm you have 5 tables here: credit cards, customers, orders, payments, and products. So once you confirm that, the restore process was successful. And with that, you've been able to set up your database, install Postgres, and you're good to go for this series. Now your Postgres is all set up and you also have the database ready, and you're ready to start learning SQL with me from this series. So in the next video, we'll be looking at the very foundation of every SQL query, the select and the from clause. So if you found this helpful, do well to like the video, also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with any recent video posts, and so you can also follow up with this series. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.